invader. And finally, I'm playing Eve. I love spreadsheets. Chat, I'm probably stupid. Disregard the text above my head. If you might be wondering, how did this happen? And I can't entirely remember, but from what I do remember, basically, chatters kept telling me to play Eve, and I said, yeah, no, go kill yourself. And then eventually, they were like, well, at some point I was like, okay, I'll make a waiting room for it. And then I set the waiting room for 2 years. I set the waiting room for 2 years. And now it's been 2 years. God damn it, I should have graduated by now. Chat, this waiting room is so old. I mentioned this in the chat already, but if you look in the fucking description, there's 2 members in Invaders, one of which graduated a long time ago. And then, like, I'm missing, like, Gen 3 and the JP branch and all of the other invaders. Fucking enjoy their group. People died waiting for this stream, Pippa. I hope nobody died waiting for this. It's a mega file. I've been sent a mega file. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna download this. Okay, I'm not downloading this. I'm opening it. I'm gonna open this in Brave browser, and then I'm gonna capture my screen in Brave browser. Okay. Oh my god, it's so fucking loud!
744 days. 744 fucking days, you pink. Hello, my noirs. It's me, Degoth. You hear that? Degoth, not Dagoth. Degoth, you little swit. What's that? I'm a dead meme, you say? Wrong. I'm a god. How can you kill a god, yada yada yada, you know the drill by now. But speaking of dead memes, on to the subject of this presentation. As you are doubtless aware, there are as many grand and intoxicating aspects to my divine existence as there are oblivion gates in the night sky, and one of those lesser-known qualities is that I am an avid and prolific player of EVE Online, the third greatest piece of entertainment after The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind, and Argonian Headball League reruns on TESPN. Now, as you all know, Pipkin Pippa is famous for her meticulous detail and painstaking efforts when it comes to the preparation of her streams. And
Hey! Look at me. Look at me. This layout didn't set up itself, all right? Shut the fuck up.
Considering she has had around 3.5 years to get ready, there isn't a single doubt in my mind that she has laid out a veritable smorgasbord of top-shelf content tonight for us to consume. Nevertheless, EVE Online is as complex and intricate as the 6th house line itself, and while perfection is an expectation, it is not a requirement. Thus, this video will serve to supplement and inform whatever small gaps in her knowledge of EVE that may still remain. Now let's see what we're working with here.
Yeah, small gaps of knowledge. Isn't it like $320 for like a entry-level spaceship? Is that wrong? Yeah.
Pippa likely prepared fuck all. Shocking, I know. But that's all right, because once again, I, Big Daddy Degoth, am the only one who has the best interests of you mortal scum at heart. And before we truly begin, allow me to outline precisely what the purpose of this video is and is not. This will be a glorified bullet point list of broad concepts, simple descriptions, and a light sprinkling of context here and there about EVE Online and its systems.
You know what's fucked up? He's right.
I will not be explaining mechanics in depth, using EVE-specific lingo, or speaking at length about anything that would reasonably fall outside of the scope of this at least 3-hour. Let me say that again. At least 3-hour stream. This is all in service of avoiding the unfortunately likely scenario of Pippa logging in for the first time, doing the NPC frown.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
When she can't find a UI element or something, and getting bored in 5 minutes. All right, here we go. So, I guess the first question I'll tackle is why? What even is this stream? Why has it been just sitting there like a steaming orc for the past 2 years? And why is Pippa so tsundere about it?
Shit! Fuck off. Oh! Sorry, don't you have a fucking spreadsheet to play?
That's not the name was fun. You're the one who have Eve scheduled for 2029. Who has Eve scheduled? I was right though. I did look this game up a little bit. Everyone is like, it's a spreadsheet. Bro, chat, I was looking for like beginner advice for this game, okay? And these motherfuckers, I somehow stumbled my way into like beginner's advice for like account hopping, because everything that I read was like, oh yeah, basically what you want to do is you want to download the game through Steam, and you want to Steam, you want to go through the Steam overlay thing, and you want to like set it up so that way you don't have to alt tab when you account hop, because you want to have everything on your hotbar. You want to be able to quick swap through your hotbar for your taskbar for the, I got Minecraft on the brain. When you wanna do stuff, and then here's how to set up your overlay to look exactly like this, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, what do you mean have multiple instances of the game running? Chat, I went to goddamn Reddit, and they were like, this guy was like, so this is too complicated. I just use my laptop when I'm not playing, or I use my laptop for everything not Eve related. And I'm like, bro has a laptop that he uses for everything not Eve related. You know what that means? You know what that actually means is man has a computer dedicated entirely to playing Eve. Don't say your laptop is for non-Eve stuff. Say you dedicated your entire fucking desktop computer to Eve. That's what you actually mean, bro. You literally have Eve on your channel right now. What spreadsheet simulator?
Eve, it's a joke. It's been
I don't care. I don't have it on my channel. Coward. She just doesn't want to play Eve. True. You heard it here first, chat. Pippa will never play Eve.
True. Wait, Pippa, what do you have against Eve? Do you hate it?
It looks boring as hell.
Oh, true.
Well, it's a complex socioeconomic system.
Are you actually going to play Eve? You know,
my God,
if
so
I'm
many
still
clips.
around by the time that fucking waiting room comes up, yeah, I'll play Eve. Yeah.
Well, it's simple, really. You see, back during FaZe Connect's first year and best year, fuck you too, Pippa. During the best stream of the Cutest Rabbit's best playthrough, something magical occurred.
What?
Something that would kick off a chain reaction of boundless Kino, the likes of would usher in a golden age for the Capipalist race. Behold.
What color are Capipis?
And once I move into a new place, I can stream for longer.
You sound stupid.
That's what I want to do, you know? I want to stream for longer. I'm tired of these short streams.
How long did I used to stream for?
New place confirmed. It's a work in progress.
I don't even remember.
not
Haven't I always streamed for like 3 hours? 3 or 4 hours?
Eve Online. I don't know anything about Eve.
It took a long ass time, but now I do stream for more than 3 hours sometimes.
Eve is a full-time job, literally. Oh, RuneScape. I would.
The original voice actor? Yeah, they took her out back and shot her.
Now I'm gonna play RuneScape. I'm gonna play.
Oh, thank you. Who's that cute streamer? Bring her back. No.
Even with spreadsheets in my
Why aren't you cute like that anymore?
Majestic.
Bruh.
And instantly, with the invoking of such a magnificent concept into this world, the righteous energies of the universe had no choice but to coalesce, paving the way for destiny to be made manifest.
You know what I want, chat? You know what I want? Is I want my own little toxic space where people can like...
Bro, Elion. Bro, Elion is dead. Also, this would never happen ever again. Look at that. That's a whole ass schedule right there. That's a whole schedule. And you know what's the most unrealistic part about it? The same game is scheduled 3 days in a row. This will literally never happen ever again.
Can...
Save for another Civ arc.
You know what I miss? Okay, you know what I miss? I miss when you could play like competitive games and you could tell somebody to kill themselves.
I was cooking. Management didn't want me to cook, but I was cooking.
And it was just normal. Okay, on Final Fantasy 14, if you tell somebody to kill themselves, they're gonna report you.
True. That's why I don't play Final Fantasy 14. Unironically.
Need to, like, I wanna find like a good PvP MMO where we
You never will, Pippa. They're all dead. Every PvP MMO is fucking dead.
can be toxic because toxic is fun. Okay?
True.
I like toxic gamer culture. All right?
True.
I know. That's fucking... You're not allowed to enjoy that anymore. You're not allowed to enjoy that anymore. But like, okay, listen, I thought the funniest
They made being toxic
shit was like
illegal.
griefing people in games. Oh my god, Black Desert Online.
You can only be woke
Trying
toxic
to
now.
Pick people up and shove them on
Bullshit.
the boats and ship
The
them out
bullshit.
to sea. That was fucking amazing.
And what happened to your girly voice?
Amazing. I want that culture.
I don't know.
That exact culture. I want to fucking play an MMO.
I don't know actually.
Snipers out here trying.
I think it's been a result of just talking and yelling so much that it's like I think it's like done damage to my throat. And then I also think losing 3 teeth has made it very difficult to speak just on like in an articulate way, right? So I have to like stress what I'm saying more to make it more clear.
To ruin my day because that's fun. It's fun.
You were never articulate. I'm gonna fucking kill you!
I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if stream sniper. Oh yeah. Oh hi. Thank you for the. Hi Tuesday. Thank you for the Akasupa.
Shut the fuck up, Pippa. I'm tired of listening to you. Oh no, not this.
I heard Ubisoft has inclined recently. Time to double.
Ubisoft.
Also, this hypothetical MMO you're describing is just Eve.
Are you allowed to be hateful on Eve? I think that's better than you. Look at this older Pippa, her smile and whimsy. Now it's gone and she has to play Eve. Yeah.
But of course,
True.
where there is light, there must also be shadow. Where there is good, evil rears its ugly feline and/or lizard-shaped head, never hesitating to sink its claws into the hearts of the innocent.
Was on timer. You want MMO?
Fucking Elion, bro.
Generic one that unironically makes headlines for stuff you don't. Nick, shut the fuck up with Eve. I don't want to play Eve. I don't want to play your spreadsheet simulator.
I didn't.
All
I
right.
don't.
I think I'm going to take a short moment here to address this vile and crude tool of malfeasance. This spreadsheet simulator slander that has been proliferated by agents of the enemy. Eve Online is not a spreadsheet simulator, all right? And
Okay.
I'm going to go right ahead and dispel that nonsense by showing you what the
By the way, the company that makes this game, the acronym is CCP, right? Just pointing that out.
game is actually like to play. That is the wrong slide. And it doesn't mean anything. And it's fake news. Moving on, the radiance of truth would eventually, and triumphantly, disperse the dark fog of deception surrounding Eve, and the cutest rabbit would come to gaze upon a glimpse of its sublime resplendence, untainted by the twisted, false context of the enemy.
Yeah?
And it was there and then that a holy covenant would be sanctified, a divine consecration etched deep within the scrolls themselves, that would transcend the bounds of time, space, and reasonable expectations of honesty to deliver the splendor that we bask in today.
Why is it so blurry? What stupid ass filter did I put on my stream? Holy shit.
Oh, man, what the fuck? You guys keep trying to get me to play Eve. Fuck you.
So hey guys, here's the deal. They got their prophecy fleet up, and then Razor also has an oracle.
VHS filter.
They have some stuff about to happen.
So it's going to be like this. We're going to portal through, and at the same time, triage carriers are
I like my old overlay.
triage carriers at first. Everyone clear?
No.
Let me see. Oh crap.
The line primary is the Dominics in 5, 4, 3, 2. Decloak, decloak, decloak. Torpedoes on the Dominics.
Your voice used to be cute. Hey, what do you mean by that?
Watching the normal
Orbit on me,
one.
micro warp drives on. We're moving.
Secondaries, Vipers, and the Omen.
He's in structure. Take him down.
Dude, that revelation out now.
I don't like
News on the
space.
ramp. Burn out towards
True.
jump now.
All damps on the damnation, all damps on the damnation. Scepter, stay here and tackle prophecies. This is where we fight.
I don't like sci-fi.
True.
I don't hate it. But...
100 times more than my ship is.
Chat. I was literally the same then as I am now. Nothing has changed. Except for I passed for a 13-year-old boy.
Work. There were some pirates chasing me. This one guy.
Hold on. This is really Eve? Watch the real one! I'm watching the real one! Give me a goddamn second!
I'm waiting, Pippa. Pippa, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Let's go, B. Let's go, B. Yeah, let's go, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon, for the $1.
Dran.
Whoa, whoa.
Fuck this
Bubble.
shit!
The same person.
Feels more like a real lobby.
Ever leave fucking system again with 2 fucking dictors. I'm killing fucking all of them.
Chat, is there voice chat in this game?
Great. That bubble just trapped half my fucking fleet.
My
What
people!
if trap their fucking fleet?
My people, chat!
My people.
Fucking stops today.
My
No
people!
more of these bullshit fucking fleet concepts with 3 fucking support frigates and 2 dictors.
It was 12 years ago.
Somebody across the fucking internet who has no fucking clue who the fuck I am could have any idea who I fucking am.
Everyone just uses TeamSpeak still?
You know what? Fuck you, period. I'm leaving this fucking corp, and it's cause of you, you stupid cock fucking... Whatever the fuck you are.
35 years for the rookie mistake.
Fucking piece of shit.
Fucking piece of shit. Roommate, thank you. For someone newer to this channel, this feels like a historical documentary. Kinda is.
In my fucking station. You don't. Is that completely fucking crystal clear to you?
Please.
Do anything your own way in my station. You live in my station, you live by my fucking rules. Is that
My house! My rules, bitch!
clear? Understood? If no, you can drop rolls and get the fuck out.
I know, I hear
Like you're a child and your father is yelling at you.
Shut the fuck up. I have 70k away. Shut the fuck up.
Fucking tickle your nose hairs with my fucking shoe.
What?
Okay, well, it would have been cool if we got all the 3 of our supers out, but instead we lost 5.
Fuck, maybe I should play Eve. You've convinced me.
Guess what? We could have lost 9.
You want to say thank you? Happy birthday, Pippa. It's not my birthday! Who is higher than you? Hey, Pippa, long time viewer. I will admit I've learned new slurs from you.
Shut up! Shut up! Curator is primary. Shut You're so retarded. Curator is primary. Secondary is blunt.
Gotta learn how to roll my R's so I can say this.
17 kilometers.
Thank you. Getting new teeth changed the voices aura. I'd say so. Now I have giant bits of plastic in my mouth, so it's a little bit harder to enunciate the same way.
I don't have any ships or anything. You know, I didn't finish moving because you're fucking lazy as shit. We're fighting a war right now. We're on campaign.
Going now! Rape is in fucking primary! Rape is a fucking primary! We're gonna fucking rape him now!
This is just me playing games. Not wrong, thank you. And the GFE died and we welcomed our boyish dork.
Success.
When was I ever GFE?
It was as simple as that. The deal was
Quite
struck.
simple.
Now all that
He
remained
beached us.
was to wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. But even as we, the vanguard of virtue, did so, the wretched whispers would not cease.
John Garrison, thank you for $5. Here's $5 not to play Eve. Oh.
Yay, I don't have to play Eve!
There were intermittent reminders, the occasional reassurance.
Okay, I'm sorry, spreadsheet Dannon. Okay, I'll play Eve. I'll try Eve on stream. I'm sorry.
Yet alas, the light of hope waned within our noble and chiseled pecs.
What
The
the fuck?
days turned to weeks, the months to a year, and as the cutest rabbit's audience grew, the significance of our cause shrank. The accord, it seemed, lay forgotten, buried beneath the ashes of time. But then, in our darkest hour, in the most unlikely of venues, Providence bathed us in its golden rays at last. For some reason, Pippa was back in the secret duck waiting room, and for some reason she'd gotten it into her head that she ought to fulfill some old promises she'd made. And in that moment, one brave, unknown hero stood and raised his voice. And there you have it. The date was set-ish. The Concordat reanointed, and balance was returned to the cosmos. With the spoon feeding over and done with, let's return to the game.
Okay.
There are 3 central pillars that hold up and inform the world and play experience of Eve. Money, power, and sex. Yes, sex. Is that funny to you? Well, why don't we start with that one since you're so interested? Freak. For one thing, it's sex as in SECS, short for the major security levels that the galaxy operates in. You see, EVE Online operates on a full loot PvP system with no true hard-coded safe zones. But Degoth, I hear you cry.
I'm trying to process all the words that have just been said. Yeah, it literally went in one ear and out the other, chat.
Reaching desperately for my chiseled forearm as you drown in your ignorance, what stops feeble, decrepit new players like me from getting murked in the streets as soon as we spawn? Well, the same thing that stops that from happening in real life. Nothing. Nothing but the consequences.
Yay!
You see, in Eve, there exists an NPC faction called Conquered, no relation, who are so powerful that escaping them alive is considered a ban-worthy exploit. There are a bunch of other details and mechanics attached to it, but the gist of it is, while you can shank a bitch in broad daylight, say goodbye to whatever ship you happen to be doing it in, and however much money you spent on it. However, everything...
Yeah, I want to invest like $1,000 and buy ships and just like ruin people's days with them. Is that bad?
I just outlined only really exist in high security space, which is only like 30% of the game world, give or take. The two other sects that exist are low sec, which is like a corrupt, seedy cyberpunk dystopia where crime pays and the popo looks the other way. And finally, nullsec, the place which is just Stellaris with real people. There's also wormhole space, I guess.
I'm gonna eat a Reese's cup.
Neither the time nor the money to go looking into that right now, but it does bring me to the second pillar. Money. Money.
Money.
The root of all Kino. The currency in EVE Online is
what
called
I say before I start gambling?
And it works similarly to real life. I hope you're seeing a pattern here. And I don't just mean the almost excessive level of detail and complexity. I speak of how it works on a more intimate level. Ask yourself, what does it really mean, to have money? The ability to survive? To thrive? Yes, but that barely scratches the surface. Money is a medium that exists to make other human beings bend to your will. Give me that can of soda. Dig this hole for me. Run into mortal danger. Kill that man. Why? Because I'll give you money if you do.
Yeah.
This, to the individual, is what money is, and I can count the amount of relevant video games that truly understand that axiom on one finger. But why is that? Well, the simple reason is that you have to design the entire game around money. Every single detail must be built around cold, hard cheddar. For example, in EVE Online, every...
Wait, like real money? Or in-game money? Both? In-game money.
Single ship, every single weapon fitted on those ships, and every single bullet fired out of the weapons on those ships have to be made by players.
No!
Which means time and resources. So nobody's going to give you that shit for free. When you couple this with the no safe zones and lose everything on death mechanics, which means you need to buy everything again when you respawn, suddenly you feel the pinch to your wallet every time you so much as sneeze wrong. But that's the beauty of it. With scarcity comes consequence. And with consequence comes drama. Finally, the greatest thing about money in EVE is that you don't just use it to buy things. You use it to get people to do things for you too. Want to move you and your cruise ships and cargo halfway across the galaxy, but don't want to make the days-long trips? Hire a corporation that specializes in freight hauling. Got ganked and made into a laughingstock in your low-sec backwater? Hire a mercenary corp and get them to take revenge. The largest, most untouchable coalition in the game screws you over in a business deal? Pay all their rivals trillions over the course of half a year and plunge the entire galaxy into war.
What the fuck?
Money is power. Which brings us to the final pillar. I'm going to try and make this one short and sweet because I think, or rather I hope, you're starting to get the picture and see what makes EVE stand out from the walls of TextCrafts and final ERP with teens of the world. I suppose power would be a bit of a misnomer for what I want to talk about. More of group dynamics. Let me give you an example. You're mining or running security for someone mining ore on a nice Saturday afternoon. You're in your sleek, spanking new ship you bought after grinding the skills to be able to pilot it before, boom, gank squad. You didn't scout the area well enough. You didn't want to bring in more people and have to split the profits accordingly, or maybe you're just a noob and this is God's way of getting you to do your reps. Either way, you're dead.
I don't want to do my reps.
And your precious ship is scattered to the blackest sea before you even get to empty a single mag. What now? The most expensive thing left in your hangar is worth 1/10 of the price of what you just lost. You can't go back to slumming it in that. What would the neighbors think? You need to feel sexy again. But how? Simple.
Real money!
By going to your
money!
Alliance's ship replacement program, because unlike every other MMO, player-run military groups actually function like militaries and foot the bill for pretty much everything. How? Taxes. Taxes collected from who?
Taxes?
Third parties operating in their areas of influence. Why? Because those areas have the resources they need to supplement their industrial supply chain. Or it's a profitable trade route. Or maybe they just need a new home since their last one got caught in a proxy war between two rival megacorporations. In EVE, the state of the world is as reflective and fluid as Morrowind's water rendering. The ripples of players' decisions shift across vast distances and time periods. Who you associate with, where you happen to be at the moment, where your assets happen to be. Everything shapes and informs what's going to happen when you sit down and boot up the game that night. You ever watched any of those anime that take place within MMOs?
Yeah.
Where everyone is taking it so seriously and they're so immersed and they actually have to travel from place to place?
Yeah, like
Eve is
BDO.
one of the few experiences in gaming that's actually like that.
No, BDO's like that
Tens
too.
of thousands of people exerting their influence on one another, great or small, directly or indirectly, creating countless stories, and all that in no small part due to the fact that the game doesn't run on multiple shards. You don't pick servers besides China, I guess. It's one world, one galaxy, everyone in it. I
Yay!
suppose
Wait, why
in
are the
conclusion,
Chinese
I will leave
separate?
you a few pointers, with the first being the most critical. If you didn't listen to anything else, or me forbid, talked over it, then the one thing you'll need to take away is this. Have goals. Or better yet, here, I'll give you some homework. Before you put the game down, do at least these 3 things.
Okay.
Number 1, explore low or null security space.
Okay.
That's where the boys become men, and the Hareens become functioning members of society. Number 2,
That's gonna happen.
engage in some form of PvP.
Yeah!
Stalk and gank some innocent dumbass if you want. But make sure to plan it out first.
No.
Don't feel bad. It's his fault for being weak and alone.
Yeah!
Number 3, get enough money to buy a new ship for yourself. Extort it from your capitalists if you have to. And speaking of the capitalists, this is going to be the first MMO you play, where mooching off of them isn't going to feel the least bit like cheating, because playing in large groups is the point. And even collectively, you're still going to be small potatoes in the grand scheme of things. So stick together. Also, in case you somehow still believe this, you do not need to pay real money for ships. You can't pay real money for ships, mostly. It pretty much has the same business model as OSRS, where the bonds are called Plex in this game. Also, the actual gameplay is fine and pretty similar to most MMOs you'll see. Spreadsheeting is optional. You don't do it because you have to, you do it because you want to. Lastly,
like BDO.
and this is the real most important thing, have fun. Take it for what it is. This video might seem somewhat heavy, but at the end of the day, the point is to have fun. In reality, resurrecting long-dead memes that only a % of your audience knows or cares about is not something that happens a lot. In a way, I'm a bit at a loss for words, and if nothing else, this stream does serve as a looking back point for all the time spent up until now. All the ups and downs. You've accomplished so many things since then that honestly, we're kind of up in the air whether you'd ever get to do. You got out of that shitty apartment. You actually learned to network with your industry peers.
Oh, what do you mean by
You even
that?
had a fucking 3D live.
I did.
You made a genuine career out of it, and well, I'm proud despite everything.
Aww.
And now I get to watch your greatest accomplishment yet, playing Eve online. It's been nothing short of an honor being a capitalist these last 3.5 years. Now get out there and fly something you can't afford to lose.
Okay! That was a beautiful speech. Oh. Hey, what happens if I turn my chat into while we're reflecting? How do I hold on. What if I set subscriber 3 years? Who can chat now? Wow, Honda Crab, Legit C Cup, Berserk Rage, Agent Warlock, Lime Green Joint, Tommy, Joseph. Wait! So many of you! Wow! You guys, wait. I never really realized how like much of my audience has just been here since like the beginning. That's so crazy. I had to switch accounts for this. This is so crazy. UV Craft. I pop into UV Craft again. Happy Smurf, thank you. I've been called out. I can't chat. Hi, Craig, thank you. 3-year mark. Good mark, thank you. People, let me back in. Nope, new people, you have to super chat to talk. You're getting donut wall, motherfuckers. Douglas MacArthur, thank you. You thought, but here we are. Rebel Aniki, thank you. Crazy, it's been this long. Tahari, thank you. Thank you, Degoth. Very cool. You won't get rid of us that easy. Wolverines, bring back circus. Oh my god. Leave the chat like this. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is crazy. So many of you guys. There's so many of you guys that have been here for 3 years. Oh, that's so cool. Well, chat, I just clicked on my stream thing. My tags are all Garden of Bonbon for some reason. Oh my god.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.